This AI avatar you're looking at has generated me 6 figures in revenue without me ever showing my face in my content.
And yeah, I did all of this as a 19-year-old who just graduated high school. I'm Melvin, the creator of AI Volve. Over last year, I've grown from 0 to a 6-figure online business, grown over 150,000 followers, 30 million short-form views, all at just 19 years old while still being in school. I've worked with top AI companies paying me thousands of dollars for simple 30-second clips, all without ever having to show my face or spend a fortune on production teams. But before I show you exactly how this works, I just need you to understand that this isn't another video about YouTube automation or some generic theme or motivational page. This is completely different. Last year, I was about to begin my last year in school. Every morning that iPhone alarm would ring at 6 a.m, I would drag myself out of bed to go to my local job that I absolutely hated. And I remember looking at my coworkers, good people who had been there for years but still working for minimum wage. And the crazy thing was that they seemed to be completely fine with it, but I knew this wasn't my future. As I had this job on the side while still being in school, I started looking at my grades, and to be honest, yeah, they did not look promising. Also, the thought of taking massive student loans just to end up at the job that I would hate for the next 40 years, yeah, that wasn't happening neither. I needed to figure something out for myself. I knew I needed to start some kind of business, but dropshipping or YouTube automation, all these fancy business models out there, all either required huge budgets, which I didn't have, or prior experience, which I absolutely did not have. And to be honest, I remember feeling quite hopeless at the time because I didn't have any skills, and I more importantly didn't have any service or product to sell. Here's where I learned that you can actually sell other people's products for a commission, and I also knew that you could go viral overnight with short form content, so that's what we roll with. So I picked up a few affiliate links to different AI tools, and since I didn't want to show my face on camera, I went with the standard Minecraft brain rot gameplay, and the result from that was a whopping $0 and 50 views. And I seriously began questioning if faceless content creation even was a thing, to be honest, because all these gurus out there told me to show my face, build my personal brand, as long as I bought their course first. But I was terrified of showing my face on the internet just to get laughed at by some strangers, or heck, even worse, have my family talk about me behind my back. I really needed to make this faceless thing work for me. So I kept on putting out content for months, and after failing months on end, I finally found something that actually worked. And this changed everything for me. While everyone else was trying to be the next personal brand or YouTube automation hit, I actually found something that allowed me to build my brand, work for myself, without ever having to show my face or hit the record ever. Because what most people don't realize is that there's companies out there desperately looking for good creators that they can partner up with. And these companies are paying thousands of dollars for simple 30-second clips, and they don't care about if you show your face or not. All they care about is if you can get their product sold for them. And that's when it hit me. What if I could create a brand that's entirely run by AI and automation without ever having to show my face in the content? A brand that generates revenue both from sponsorships and your own or other people's digital products, to have both sponsors paying you and also product sales coming in, all without ever having to show your face in the content. And I call this faceless automation. And this is what allowed me to go from struggling for months on end to now own my own faceless 6-figure content business at just 19 years old. And now I've helped hundreds of people do the same. But to be honest, I didn't want to be the faceless guru out there. You know, the ones that tell you to go faceless, meanwhile they build their personal brand. I always do what I teach. And that's exactly why I know these systems work. Everything I'm showing you, the setup process, the systems and strategies, is exactly how I scaled my business for you to replicate what's working for me and my students right now. And within just 3 months, I went from making 1K to 9K monthly with faceless automation. And remember, I started my page just 1 year ago when I was still in school. And back then, the only thing I knew about AI, to be completely honest, was how to cheat my essays to even pass school at all. But what's even better is seeing my students get similar results. Like Ashot, for example, a complete beginner who started with 0 followers and 0 experience, and by using my faceless automation system, he managed to grow from 0 to 100,000 followers in 70 days, make thousands of dollars, to now being able to financially quit his 9-to-5 for good. Or take Stre, for example. He had 100,000 followers but was barely making $100 a month. And within just 24 hours of him implementing our system, he actually managed to make 1.8K from 2 Instagram reels. These guys, they aren't outliers either. They just follow the exact same system I'm about to show you. But first, let me break down why most creators fail with faceless content, because it's important to understand. First, you've got these people trying YouTube automation. They're spending thousands of dollars on editing teams and script writers, all to get rewarded with ad revenue, which can get removed in a second if your video gets flagged. Then you've got this meme, theme, and motivational pages. Sure, they're getting millions of views, but the truth is, they cannot monetize. Most of them are just reposting the same content over and over again, praying that someone will finally buy, but this actually hurts when it comes to the know, like, and trust you factors, which are crucial for building a strong brand identity. And this is why faceless automation is completely different. Instead of just posting brain rot content or managing these huge teams, we have automated systems that help you with the content creation and the monetization process. So now let me finally show you how this works. In phase 1, we focus on the foundation. This is where you and I set up your avatar, your growth plan, and implement our content creation systems. And this is done on your one-on-one onboarding call with me as soon as you get started. Because without this as a foundation, you risk getting stuck at 200 views video after video after video and never actually going viral, which is crucial for growing your account at all. And this brings us into phase number 2, monetization. In this phase, we focus on landing multiple recurring brand deals as well as building your own products and offers. And this allows you to have multiple recurring revenue streams right from the start. And the key word here is the word recurring. For example, when Stre made his 1.8k from those 2 videos, we didn't stop there. Our goal is always to turn those one-off wins into recurring revenue to avoid your income looking like a series of spikes and instead grow steadily over time. Finally, we have phase number 3. This is where we scale everything together. At this point, your systems are running smoothly and you're generating consistent income from your faceless automation page. And our main focus right here is just to grow everything bigger while still automating as much of the process as possible. Each of these phases are designed to work hand in hand, giving us clear data to double down on what sticks. And when I say data, I don't mean vanity metrics like views or followers, I mean actual revenue for your business. Because I remember when I first started, I got my first 1 million view video and I made precisely $0 from it. And that's when I realized that views don't matter at all if you don't have the right systems in place. And the big shift for me personally was to realize that AI isn't just these magic tools that you want to use. The real opportunity is actually in positioning yourself as the bridge between the AI companies and their customers. And this is exactly what we do with faceless automation. Now, to be completely real with you, this isn't for everyone. If you're looking to build huge teams with YouTube automation or build your next motivational page, this definitely isn't for you. But if you're actually serious about building a real business that runs on AI and automation through short-form content, whether you're starting off from completely zero or already have experience, this could change everything for you. Just like how it did for me and for Franklin. He started out with 0 experience in content creation, and in just 5 days of him implementing our systems, he actually made $800 pure profit. And today he's working recurrently with multiple brands and also building out his own offers and services. And he's not the only one. Ashot, for example, who grew 100,000 followers in just 70 days. Today he's actually grown past my following. He's making more than accounts that have 500,000 followers just because he implemented our systems from day one. And these results aren't accidents. They come from using the exact same systems that I use personally myself in my own business every single day. The same exact systems that took me from using AI to sheet my school assignments to even pass school, to now owning a 6-figure content business at just 19 years old in 1 year. If you're still watching this, you probably wonder, hey Melvin, what's the next step? Below this video, there's a link to book a call with me. And to be clear, this isn't some salesy, high pressure call at all. It's just a straightforward conversation, basically to see if faceless automation is a good fit for you. And I know what you might be thinking, like, I'm not technical enough, I don't have time, I don't have any products to sell. I've tried other things before. Let me address those real quick. First, about technical skills. I started out with 0 experience in this space. Remember, I was just using AI to sheet my homework, and I've built everything for complete beginners, and as long as you know how to copy and paste, we're good to go. About time, I started my page while I was still in school, and our students are building this alongside their jobs, their families and friends. And this is completely normal. You use the systems in the back until you feel confident that this can be your full-time thing. And if you feel like, oh, I don't have anything to sell, that's completely fine too. I would personally connect you with the brands, and we can also find other people's high-ticket programs for you to get a commission from. And this is actually great because it allows you to put all your focus into growing the account, which will be your most valuable asset in the long run. And if you have tried other things before, good, that means you're an action taker. But here's the difference. I'm not just teaching theory. This is exactly how I grew my business. Same systems and the same strategies for you to get the same results. The AI industry is exploding right now, and both you and I know that this will stay for decades. Every day that passes is another opportunity missed, and I've seen so many people telling me they will start someday, and then what ends up happening is them just watching from the sides, meanwhile other people start to scale their businesses just because they waited for the perfect time to start, which doesn't exist at all. The link is below to book a call, and yes, you will always talk with me and not some sweaty sales guy. Remember, I was exactly where you are right now, zero experience just 1 year ago. And if I can do it at 19 years old, I think it's safe to say that you can do it too, since I guide you every single step of the way. So book one below, and we'll talk soon. Take care, bye.